This question has been brought up. Could the airspeed anomaly reported by the pilots have actually been an accurate airspeed indication caused by continuous, undetected brake application, mechanical or pilot-induced? That may have indeed been the case. Just today, it was revealed that the brake temperatures reached their maximum 15 minutes after the aircraft had taken off. Fuse plugs prevent the tires from exploding when they get too hot, but what tends to happen is when an aircraft lands with no air in some of its tires, they will disintegrate as shown. There have been several accidents in the past where the pilots did not know that the brakes were being applied either mechanically or by one of the pilots themselves. In this accident, a Russian hockey team was killed because one of the pilots, who had neuropathy, did not know that he was actually pressing on the brake pedals during takeoff. This led to catastrophe. This is what happened after the crew ran out of runway. In addition to the wheel damage, there was also a significant tail strike as shown here. So let me get you up to speed. The aircraft accelerated normally during the early part of the takeoff roll. Supposedly. We haven't looked at the data yet, but that's what the pilots are reporting. According to the Vietnamese Civil Aviation Authority's preliminary account, at approximately the middle of runway 26 left, the crew noticed that the aircraft's speed stopped increasing for about 2 seconds. Acceleration then resumed and the aircraft reached V1. But after V1, the crew observed the speed decreasing again. At that point, there was reportedly insufficient runway remaining to safely reject the takeoff, so the crew continued the takeoff and selected maximum thrust. Before the emergency landing, the Vietnam Airlines 787 made 2 low passes over Munich Airport's runway 26 right. The purpose was to allow airport personnel and emergency crews to visually inspect the aircraft's landing gear and assess the damage before the actual landing. The aircraft had already spent roughly 90 minutes holding near Munich, during which fuel was dumped to reduce landing weight. The crew then approached the airport at low altitude and made the first pass over the runway. The aircraft went around and made a second low pass, giving observers another opportunity to examine the landing gear and look for any problems. There were 4 Vietnamese pilots in the cockpit, 3 captains and 1 first officer. The crew was described as highly experienced. 2 of the captains reportedly had 22,000 and 27,000 flight hours each.